Hey guys, this is Just Coffee Art Cafe with another announcement video, more like another life plan update. In yesterday's video, I explained how I felt about believing that I was getting thrown signs that I should go to Poland instead of Netherlands, and how I felt like I was being a stalker or a creep because I still happened to decide to live in Poland after I saw my muse post that he moved to Poland because of his business. But as I mentioned in the video, my online friend has wished for me to visit her or be there with her. And I've also mentioned that me choosing to go to Poland is not because of my muse or because of my online friend. And please forgive me about the dogs again. It's never ending. But let me go ahead and just continue anyways. I decided to go after doing some research on it because I don't jump on ideas until I research. I know things before even planning on going, if you know what I mean. I do research before doing anything. Seeing that they have a lot more positives than Netherlands. Now, this isn't to say that Netherlands is a bad place to live. It will be bad if you're not used to high cost and stuff. That is the only reason why I'm saying that. Ideally, for somebody who is not sure if they're going to be able to tolerate high costs, you want to start somewhere that's low cost. I started thinking about it more today. I actually came up with a better plan. I don't think I mentioned it yesterday in yesterday's video, but I would like to say it right now. As I sat in my chair to think about everything, I slowly started putting pieces together of what I really wanted to do. And that, I think it would be a better way to do things. I have officially decided I will live in Poland, but it's not permanent. I don't think I mentioned that yesterday. I don't know. I mean, I was just like feeling very off yesterday. But yes. So yes, it's not going to be permanent. I forgot to mention that in yesterday's video because nobody can be sure if that's where they really want to live their entire life. So, with that being said, I decided to choose to live in Poland, but obviously it's not permanent, and depending how things go while I'm living in Poland, and if I have enough money accumulated, I will be moving to Netherlands. I can't say for sure what year and when and what time and how long and all those things, but I can just tell you that this is the plan I do. That I do plan on living in Poland for a while, and after that I'll be moving to Netherlands. We'll just see how it goes in Poland. It could be 3 years, it could be 4, and then moving to Netherlands. It can be 2 years living in Poland and my entire life in Netherlands. I mean, I don't know. I am not sure, but the way I'm looking at it is like the best starting point is to start in Poland since it's cheap, and then make my way to earning enough or saving enough to live in Netherlands. So I personally feel like this is a better plan for me because once again I mentioned in this video that ideally if somebody is wanting a cheaper route, if that's all you can afford, or you just want to start off low, if you know what I mean. Because like me, I'm financially struggling, and if you are financially struggling still, before moving to another country or state, ideally you're gonna want to choose somewhere that's low cost. So yeah, I'm struggling financially, so it would be good for me to save enough at least to get me to Poland and then live there for a while until I accumulated enough money to live in Netherlands. Hopefully that made sense to you all, and I do want to offer my deepest apology about yesterday's video where I cried. It was a lot that I had inside me that I had bottled up. I'm not somebody to enjoy venting because I just don't want to come off as a person who complains or just loves venting and sounding like annoying and just complaining and all. Just like I said, just complaining. I usually like to keep things to myself, but it's never a good thing to bottle things up inside, especially because of everything that I'm going through right now. Like I mentioned, it's the same thing every single day. It's the dogs. I mean, you guys most likely heard and all that. It's ridiculous. It's just getting ridiculous every single day, and I wish I can escape that, but honestly I can't because I don't have I don't have a car to just go and leave. You know? I deal with this every single day with these dogs, and I just don't like talking about my personal life because, again, I just don't want people getting the wrong idea, especially when I'm talking about my parents. I love my parents very much. They don't abuse me, but they have their flaws and downsides that I don't like. Like, for example, today my dad started telling me stuff. Like, he started getting mad, and I'm not gonna go into the details because, again, I just don't want people to take it as anything. All in all, I'm not living happily here. I mean, it's just, it's right now we're in a pit. And I mean, I know everybody's all frustrated. That couldn't be the reason for my dad snapping at me, but still, it's like recently he's just been snapping at me only, but he's, when it comes to my brothers, he's all, I mean, I know he snapped at them before and all that, and he's over here accusing me of stuff, and it's sad for your own family member to be saying some bull crap about you and lies. It hurts, but it's like, not that I've mentioned it before, but like in my head, it's like it's just this unconditional love that we have for our family, because it's like no matter how you are, I'm always gonna love you, because that's unconditional love. Yeah, they don't beat me up. I mean, they snap at me. I mean, there's a lot of things again going on in this home. It's not even funny. I mean, like, yeah, a lot. But anyways, yeah, so he snapped at me. I just don't like talking about all this because I just don't want people to be taking it the wrong way. But yeah, I'm not happy here. I don't have friends in real life that I can speak with or hang out with or anything. I'm just always cooped up inside the house, not being able to leave because I have no car and I'm stuck with 13 dogs that my parents decide to have. Well, keep. So, I would just like to tell you guys thank you all so much for understanding my situation and being very patient with me. Right now, I'm really trying very hard to hold on because I know it's not forever. I'm going to be dealing with this. It's just hitting me like a bunch of bricks and it's weighing me down. But I am a very strong person, and if you all are struggling too, I know you all will get past it. And again, you're hearing all those noises is because it's my turtles in the back. I'm never going to sorry. I do tend to cry and feel like I'm never going to live happily because with all of this going on. But I know eventually I'll get past everything and I will be living where I want to live, and I will have the life that I want. I mean, I don't expect it that it's going to just fall in my laps just right now, but I'm just holding on and holding on. But I just really don't want to be here anymore. I mean, like I've mentioned before, or like in yesterday's video, I can barely even do anything, and right now I'm doing another one of these where it's just the audio. You don't see my face, you don't see nothing, because it's just quicker for me to just record a very quick audio, because like I mentioned, I never really have the time, and I know it's like, well, you have time right now, don't you? Like, yeah, but it's not what you think, because You know, it's not one thing, it's another with these dogs. Like right now, one of them is in heat, and there's three boys, and there's another dog that's outside in heat, and there's, you know, where, oh, one can't be with this one because this one doesn't get along, and oh, this one doesn't like being with this one, oh, this one doesn't like to be alone, this one can't be without. It's just, I don't know how my mom can just tolerate this. But anyways, that's not something I want to keep talking about. But you know, I'm a very positive person, like I mentioned, and I'm a very motivating person. I've always been, but of course not towards myself. um of course, when I was in earlier in the past, I was not a very I was not very positive to myself. I was not motivating to myself either. I mean, I still had a slight, like, I still motivated myself. I still tried to keep positive. But I enjoyed motivating other people, and you know, telling them that you can do it, you can do it. I was just that type of person, and I still am. And of course, I grew out of that, and I became somebody who can, you know, who is looking at themselves positively and not judging, or you know what I mean. I'm just talking about like being positive towards yourself, when before I wasn't. It actually started developing after high school. So yeah, my past wasn't very bright either. But that is not something that I want to get into. But anyways, guys, so I would just like to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please check out my other channels if you enjoy gaming, horror. I do music as well, but again, it's been a bit tough for me to even try to release anything, which is why I am having a feeling I'm not going to be able to release my Joy of Creation album called From Ashes to Memories. And I say I feel I won't be able to release it this October in 2025 is because of everything I'm going through, and then not having the time to do anything because, you know, I'm dealing with these dogs, and you know, one day my voice is not working, and my living space right now, it's not helping at all. And then not only that, but I am going to start college, but I still need to figure out like I need to settle those things that I need to settle, and as far as financial aid and TSI testing. So, I mean, I'm sure you can kind of tell that I'm in a little bit of a rush because I can kind of see where time is just flying and flying and flying. And here we are, 13 minutes, and I've been trying to make the video shorter because I know it's probably annoying that my videos are just long. I'm not trying to intentionally make them long. It's just that I get thrown off to talking about something else, and that's why I kind of like, okay, never mind. Let me just get straight to the point. But anyways, so I can't promise anything, guys. I would have to have a little more time, or I would have had a little more time if I wasn't in this bind with dogs and financial struggles and, well, again, this living environment. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.